Hello, everyone. I know it has definitely been a while since I have been on here. I feel like actually a lot has happened since I was last on here. For one, I got my visa approved, which is super exciting. But I actually have some really funny news about that, which is probably not surprising considering who I am as a person. Because I feel like for me, if something really good happens, then it kind of seems to have to go with something bad, or maybe I'm projecting that and I'm making that happen because I think that way. I don't know. But I got my visa on Monday, it got approved. And then I, on Thursday, one of the jobs I had applied for back in October when I had initially sent everything in and everything for my visa, I reached out to them and they said, yeah, like that's, you still have the job. Just, we need to see your visa to make sure you can work. So I sent them my visa and that was on Thursday. I was super tired. My parents, I went to the US for 3 weeks. I forgot to mention that. So talk about that on a later video. I went to the US for 3 weeks. Then my parents came to visit me in Germany for 3 weeks. And so it was just like a very exhausting 6 weeks. And after I sent her a picture of the visa, I had my visa and my passport on my bed. I fell asleep. Um, then I went out with my parents for dinner, um, left the passport, everything on my bed. The next morning on Friday, when I woke up, I had a doctor's appointment, so I needed the passport because it seems like when I go to the doctors here, especially when it's a new doctor, I have to bring my passport. And I went to go get my passport, and it was nowhere to be found. I couldn't find my passport. I couldn't find my visa. Both are missing. It's now been maybe 2 weeks, so I'm gonna basically just have to get a new passport, and then once I get the new passport, then I have to request another visa. But it's already approved, so at least it's just like a replacement. But it's like, of course, this happens to me. Um, but also, I think I already told you I've been working at Preply, but now I started the new job today, teaching business English in person. And yeah, I feel like it was my first day, so I'm going to just give myself a little kindness and just hope and pray that it gets better. I don't know, like I've been teaching English online, and you would think it would be harder to build a rapport online, but it's easier for me to like talk with people and feel comfortable and communicate. But it could have also been because I feel like everything was so kind of like a little bit disorganized. Like I didn't get the book, even though I'm supposed to be teaching business English out of a book. I didn't receive the book. The lady said, "Oh, give me your address." Like today, she told me, "Give me your address and I'll send it to you." But I had the class today. So basically, all of my planning, I wasn't really sure what level of English the guy was at. Um, I didn't really know how long the lesson was. On my paper, it told me it was supposed to be at 9:30, but then when I got there, he told me, "Oh no, it's supposed to be at 10:30." And I guess the schedule changes every week according to what he has time for, which doesn't really completely work for me because I also still have my lessons in Preply, so I'm gonna have to like organize that and figure that out. But yeah, it was an experience. I'm glad that I did it, and so at least I got the first time out of the way. Hopefully, the next time won't be so stressful. And then also, I had, I mean, I'm sure anybody who lives in Germany knows about like the train systems and that the trains a lot of times are late. And so I was waiting, and I did leave in time. I left early, not like super early, but I left early enough to give myself time. And the train was late, and so I was like, okay, with the way that it was going, I would still be 10 minutes early, but I wanted to be more early than that because it was my first day, and I was like, I wanted to make sure I have these papers printed. I wanted to make sure basically that I just had everything like organized. And so I said, okay, this is taking too long. I'm just going to get an Uber and get there quicker. So I go up to get the Uber, but for some reason it put me down the street. So then I started walking down the street to meet the Uber. Then I see the Uber driving away, so I call him, and he's like, "Oh no, I see you. I'm coming back to you." And so I was like, "Okay." So I'm waiting, and then I see him once again do some weird thing, and so then I call him again. He's like, "Oh yeah, yeah, I'm coming to you." And then, long story short, like, he never comes. He ends up just doing this circle thing. And then when I keep calling him, he doesn't answer. And so it really makes me feel like he was just trying to like run it out to where like I was going to cancel and he gets a cancellation fee. And so anyway, that's what he did. He made it so like he canceled it and then he got the cancellation fee. But like I was like really upset because at this point, since I had waited, since he kept telling me, "Oh, I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming," I waited, and so then it was to the point where I was going to be late, and so then I had to call my boyfriend. Well, because like I don't know the taxi numbers here, and I was just like really flustered and frustrated, and so I called him, and then he basically called me a taxi, and I was like what I thought 10 minutes late, actually maybe 15 minutes late to this appointment. And then I also didn't know how to get into the building because there was no buzzers and nobody was letting me in and the door was locked, and it was just like quite the little headache and show. And then I get in and the lady told me, "Oh yeah, it shows that you're supposed to be here at 9:30." But long story short, I was giving wrong information, and the guy said that the meeting wasn't supposed to start till 10:30. So I was actually still super early. So I feel like each piece of paper that I was given for this job had different information that didn't match. Like one of the papers said something like it was back in 2020 in June. So I ended up being early even though I didn't think I was going to be early. So that part was good. But I think maybe entering for the first time in like this kind of stressful scenario was probably not good. But yeah, you live and you learn. I am supposed to have another meeting next week to do the lesson, but I don't know how it's gonna work because, like I said, the time I thought it was supposed to be this time every week, but then I guess it's just gonna switch, and I also already have lessons, so I'm gonna have to deal with that, and also deal with getting a new passport, and I'm sure a host of other things. But I just wanted to give you guys an update. I'm gonna try to do another video maybe today, with updates about my parents' visit, my visit to the US. I was there for a wedding as well. Like, I feel like a lot has happened, and I feel really horrible that I haven't been keeping up with updating this, but I'm gonna try to be better. And I know I always say that, and then it's like another month or two, but I'm gonna really try to be better. So we will see. But I hope that you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you later.